Still learning more about what happened before. Teenage intruder was shot and killed. Family members identified that teen.
Looks like a great kid.
Local 10's Ben Kennedy live this morning in Northwest Miami-Dade with the latest. Ben, what happened in this confrontation?
Good morning, Eric. It has been 12 hours since the shooting, and the scene is now clear at this hour. You can still see signs of the investigation. In fact, there is yellow tape on the trees surrounding this home. This is where that suspected burglar was shot and killed by a homeowner.
I hear he got shot, but I don't know how he got shot.
Miami-Dade police say he wasn't.
The fuck?
Yeah, these are some strange. These are just bizarre people. Like, I mean, like at the end of the day, like we can all admit that these are just some bizarre people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just bizarre, strange. Like,
that's my auntie with the blunt.
I don't know how he got shot. He was trying to break into somebody's house in a pro-gun state, but I don't know how he got shot.
These people. They're different, man. Like, they would have never created this society that they now are forced to live in.
Yes.
So they're forced to live in a place that they would have never in a gazillion. At least you could say with Asians, with Crouching Tigers, they would have developed a lot of different parts of the society. The writing, you know what I'm saying? You know, aqueducts, sewage, eventually I think Asia would have done some things with electricity. We know they had gunpowder first, so they would have done the guns eventually. You know what I mean? Seafaring boats and modes of automobiles and things like that. We know they would have come up with certain. These people would have never invented any of this. And now they're forced to live in this.
I hear he got shot, but I don't know how he got shot.
Miami-Dade police say he was a suspected burglar, a 17-year-old who was shot and killed by a homeowner in Northwest Miami-Dade.
She observed a subject exiting the home through the rear. At that point, there was some type of a quick confrontation. Shots were fired.
Officers say the homeowner, a 54-year-old woman, left her home around 5:30 Thursday night, only to return moments later after her alarm went off. It's there that she was met by an intruder.
The lady came out, went to shot one time and shot him in the chest.
And who was Trayvon to you?
My brother, my little brother.
Family says
Trayvon.
The teen killed is Trayvon Johnson. It's not clear if
think about this Trayvon died very similar to the other Trayvon.
Yes, he did.
Look at that grill.
In an alternate universe, this could have been the case that sparked everything. In an alternate universe, man.
Says the teen killed is Trayvon Johnson. It's not clear if he had a weapon as detectives continue to talk to the homeowner.
If there's any type of situation where you believe you're being robbed or there's a burglary of any sort, and you have an opportunity to avoid the situation and let the police handle it, we're trained for these types of situations. And this is what we're
they're getting on her for handling her. So.
Let the police handle it when they don't handle anything. Now, you need Polk County Sheriff saying, if you want to come into somebody's house, go ahead and shoot them.
Yeah.
So that was a female shooter that got him?
Hold on,
this is another. She is sleeping at this hour to get her side of the story. At this point, the case has been turned over.
A homeowner fights back, shooting and killing a would-be burglar. Police say she shot and killed the teenage thief while he was climbing out of her window. CBS 4's Gabby Fleischman is live at the scene with the latest. Gabby.
Vanessa, neighbors tell me that this home has been burglarized in the past, which is why the homeowner set up these surveillance cameras. Detectives say the security system actually alerted the homeowner of the break-in last night. We did get a chance to speak with the sister and the cousin of the young man who was killed, and they say they don't understand.
The home had been burglarized in the past, so she set up a bunch of security cams. So this woman was a victim. Like, she was a professional victim. This is what a professional victim looks like, okay? Just being victimized. She was
The
tired.
neighbors tell me that this home has been burglarized in the past, which is why the homeowner set up these surveillance cameras. Detectives say the security system actually alerted the homeowner of the break-in last night. We did get a chance to speak with the sister and the cousin of the young man who was killed, and they say they don't understand why that homeowner had to take matters into her own hands instead of waiting for police.
Maybe because she's
her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives of
maybe because she's asked the police many times to try to get the people who are breaking into her home and stealing from her, and they don't do anything because it's a minor burglary crime. And she comes back, and once she's there, whoever's coming out the window, you don't know if they have a gun, you don't know if they have, a knife. You're gonna shoot.
I mean, these people are
A
strange.
54-year-old woman, you take a step towards her as a 17-year-old male, and that could be taken as a threat.
Yeah.
Especially when the 17-year-old male's in the middle of committing a crime.
Because you don't want to leave any witnesses up for one.
I mean, these people are bizarre, man.
own hands instead of waiting for police.
I don't care if she have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives of 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson are angry. The teenager was shot and killed last night by a homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him. Trayvon had goals. He was a very funny guy. He was very big.
That's a straight street thug right there.
He looks real funny, doesn't he?
On education. He loved going to school. He loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the D.A. Dorsey Technical College student
Breaking into someone's house and stealing from them is way beyond law as well.
He loved going to school. He loved learning. He had a future. It's not like talking about this kid. Look at this
How
kid.
could he have a future in such a racist country?
Right, exactly.
The only people in the black community that have a future are the ones who get shot because everybody else is just, smothered in fucking racism and can't move forward.
Yeah.
That's a great point, man. This kid was burglarizing the house. I think you guys gotta understand. When I was doing my little shit, I wouldn't burglarize no house. I was scared to do that. That was something I would rob people on the street, strong arm and all that stuff, steal, but going to someone's house, that was a bridge too far for me. That's a different type of crime. Like breaking in someone's house, that's you 10 toes down when you start doing shit like that.
I think even in D.C., you're allowed to have a gun in your house. You're just not allowed to carry it anywhere else.
That sucks.
This is just crazy, man.
Definitely sucks for Trayvon.
They don't understand why that homeowner had to take matters into her own hands instead of waiting for police.
I don't care if she have her gun license, her rights, or any of that. That is way beyond the law. Way beyond.
Relatives of 17-year-old Trayvon Johnson are angry. The teenager was shot and killed last night by a homeowner who police say was protecting her property.
He was not supposed to die like this. He had a future ahead of him. Trayvon had goals. He was a very funny guy. He was very big on education. He loved going to school. He loved learning.
Last night, Miami-Dade police say the
Nautica
D.A. Dorsey
with a K.
Technical College student burglarized a home south of 79th Street near I-95, just blocks away from where he lives. Detectives say the 54-year-old homeowner was alerted of the break-in by her security system. With officers already on their way, she rushed home to check things out, and police say she was armed.
She wasn't even home. So her security system alerted her. This is a second property. Or maybe she was at work. Maybe she might have been at work.
Yeah, they said she left at like 5:30 and then came right back.
So she was at work. She gets the alert on her phone that something's wrong with the house. She rushed home and smoked that Negro. Oh, shit. Damn.
Say she was armed.
She observed a subject exiting the home through the rear.
According to detectives, there was a confrontation and one shot was fired. Johnson was...
There was a confrontation. So he confronted her.
That's why she's
54-year-old woman versus 17-year-old son man.
That's why she's not being charged.
Yeah. Well, it's Florida anyway. You can protect property with deadly force in Florida.
It's Miami-Dade. They'd still charge her.
No, not the way the law in Florida is.
Yeah, but this kid looks rotten to the core. Like, he does not look like he loves learning, and he had a breakthrough.
He like to learn that he did.
Yeah, right. He liked it in learning.
pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. She called the police already, then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have
You gotta stop
it. Now, realize both of those girls have fucking 10 kids between them by now.
Oh shit! Come on, dog.
And they're being raised at that fucking mentality.
What you saying? They just pouring water on them and they popping up like gremlins?
Yep.
Damn mogwais. Oh my god!
That same ignorance and blank look on her face, her kids have that same look.
Shit.
In the hood.
Can you run that back, Ox?
Yeah, run that shit back, bro.
DJ, play that back.
Somebody put that shit to a beat.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. There's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. She called the police already, then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
While the investigation continues into whether the shooting was justified or not, detectives want to remind the public that if possible, it's best not to take these types of situations into your own hands.
Okay, so
I don't know, maybe get a part-time job at McDonald's for $17 an hour, which is what they're paying now.
Yeah, 15 at the least. The lowest you'll make at McDonald's now is $15 an hour. But the LC makes a great point. She should have told him to leave. That always works.
That's probably what precipitated the confrontation.
She told him, "Get out of my house."
He got attitude. He got attitude when you go to. Yeah, man. This kid right here was like these people. There's nothing you can do. Like it's always mind boggles me that some fucking pasty liberal that went to like Washington and Lee or went to fucking goddamn Columbia or Cal Berkeley, they think that some degree that they earned there is going to help them come back to these neighborhoods and fix this shit.
Anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
While the investigation continues.
Remember, we talked about this. Somebody, I don't know what somebody doing, cutting wood or some shit like that, but so we talked about this. These clothes are more important than anything. These tennis shoes, these jackets, these jeans, the gold teeth. If he doesn't, she is being honest though. She's what she's saying is true. Like he can't really go to school and be somebody. You know what I mean? In a black school, unless he has the right gear, the name brands. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
So
that kid right there is wearing fucking shoes that are more expensive than any shoes I've ever owned.
Yeah.
Or will ever own.
That kid is wearing, his whole outfit is a car off an auction lot. You can get a nice 2000 model car out of an auction for the price of this jacket's probably a couple $100. The hat's probably $50. Pants maybe about $50. The shoes $300. The chain another, couple $100. The gold teeth. And that's just on a light day. That's not even. That's just. He's wearing $1,000 every single day. So and he has to have that. Like the what you guys call it bullying, we call it, I guess, what they call it, roasting. That they would roast him like to smithereens every day if he didn't have this stuff on.
Yeah, flame his ass.
Yeah, flame him. Like he would get bullied. Yeah. It's just like you got. She is correct about that. It's just that she
dumb though, man. That culture shit is dumb.
It's the victim mindset.
Nah, man, I wore British Nikes and got flamed one time.
Nah, joning. DC niggas be joning.
Bidding, yeah, they call it bidding now. Bidding, you the bid, man.
Nah, but she's right because she's saying that because she wouldn't fuck with him otherwise. So she put him under that pressure. She knows that all her and her friends put him under that pressure to look a certain kind of way. So that's low key accountability, low key, but these people
getting his hair taken care of once a week probably costs $50.
Nah, man, that's more than that, man.
No, I'm saying he might get a little shorter. You do it for free if his clothes look good.
Yeah, you gotta understand too, his whole self-esteem is based around that from an early age. It's not like it just started yesterday. First grade, you know what I mean? Preschool, he born into a society where tennis shoes are everything. They're who you are and who you aren't. And new jacket, whatever jacket is popular, whatever jean is popular. It's not like at a white school where you can not have it and you can be still
cool.
That's that feminine energy.
Nah.
Be cool. You can still just function. The amount of bullying you'll get for not having this stuff will make your life miserable.
Right.
Dude, you want to kill yourself because your parents never buy you a pair of J's, man.
Exactly.
My parents have never bought me Jordans, bro.
But you even though you didn't have Jordans, you saw it from the other side.
Yeah.
Right.
How it is as a have-not.
Right. I was a have-not too. Yeah. I felt bad.
But every now and then you get them shoes that they're hot and you're like, all right, I'm in. And then motherfuckers upgrade that shit.
Yeah, they upgrade
get the next level.
Every couple of weeks a new comes out. And these kids are fucking living in abject poverty. And they have all of that shit.
Right. And that's how they get it.
That's why motherfuckers will kill you over a pair of shoes, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, definitely. Black kids get killed over a pair of shoes all the time.
Johnson was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Hey, what's wrong with her? She did not have to shoot him. It's no reason that she should have waited until after he walked out the yard to try to shoot him. If she called the police already, then why would she shoot him?
Relatives say they don't believe Johnson stole anything from the home, but detectives would not confirm that.
You have to understand, you have to look at it from every child's point of view that was raised in the hood. How he gonna get his money to have clothes to go to school?
While the investigation continues into whether the shooting was justified or not.
I wonder what the local gliders thought when they heard that statement. I really wonder what they thought, if it just flew past them or if they really thought about that.
Nah, they thought that they did. Yeah, they thought about that. Like, oh my God, she's right. They do live in the hood and they're victims of racism and economic deprivation and generational wealth gaps. And maybe he wasn't that bad. Maybe,
like seeing a puppy in the pound.
Right.
They see a puppy in the pound and they get into their feelings and feel like they gotta do something.
Though. Some of them were frightened when they heard that. Some of them heard that and were like, yeah. So they like literally are doing this for clothes. This is not for food. This is not bread like AOC said.
Right.
This is like not just for clothes, because clothes is just rags on your back. This is for designer. They're doing this to buy Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger and Burberry and Dior.
Versace.
Versace. They're not doing this to buy. This is just get to Target, get me a couple flannels and some pants just so I can cover myself because I'm a poor black person in America and I'm so disenfranchised. I just need some rags to cover my skin. No, these people are trying to live like they're breaking in your house to live like ballers.
And to say how it affected gliders, this happened in 2016, and I remember it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I remember exactly, pretty much what she said, and I had seen that video in years.
Yeah, it's just terrifying when you think about it. Like these are not people that are as much victims as you thought. This is not coming from a place of like, I have to survive. This is coming from I want. This ain't coming from, you know what I'm saying, a thirst or hunger. This is like wreck.
Yeah, this isn't stealing baby formula to feed your kid.
Yeah, this is
or diapers. Yeah.
So it's like that's terrifying. If you have a logical mind, it's terrifying.
Shooting was justified or not, detectives want to remind the public that if possible, it's best not to take these types of situations into your own hands.
If there's any type of situation that happens or they believe there's a burglary at their home or any type of confrontation, dial 911. Have the police go out and make that confrontation. That's what we're here for.
And police say
Unless
the homeowner is cooperating. She was taken in for questioning last night, but so far no charges have been filed against her. We're told that the state attorney's office is still reviewing the case.